Hello, and once again, welcome back to Asylum. This time it's part 5, and this time Lenny has helped us out quite a bit. He's just given us the key to Hawthorne's office, so that's where we're gonna go right now. He also mentioned that perhaps Hawthorne has the key for Hanwell's office as well. So we might be visiting 2 offices in this video, we'll see. But yeah, first things first, we're going back through here, back to that very first corridor. Haven't been back here in a while, honestly. I haven't seen Bruno for quite a long time now. Maybe he's just gone home, you know? Maybe he's just quit. Let's see. It's over here, isn't it? Okay, so that's Evie's Baker's. Dr. Hawthorne. Right, okay, let's see. For once, I actually get the right item out. I can't believe it. Thanks to Lenny, I had access to Hawthorne's office. So in we go. What are we going to find in here? Well, an office. As if to foreshadow hideous revelations awaiting inside, the first drops of rain began to fall when I trespassed into Dr. Hawthorne's office. It seemed like no one else had been here in a long, long time. An antique sofa which conferred a sense of importance, matching the sober decoration in the room. Oh, the more of this I explore, the more I think it cannot possibly be done in 10 days. Not even 100 days, honestly. We got anything over here? And some books. It was a selection of books on philosophy. Dr. Hawthorne seemed to have many erudite interests. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, hang on. There's definitely something down there. I'm afraid my colleague Anne has elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to be open-minded while considering new ideas, but my goodwill doesn't extend so as far to resorting to shortcuts when it comes to the advancement of the healing arts. As much as I can fathom the notion of an integral approach, contemplating the impact of emotions on our behavior, biology is definite. Our physical body reacts to physical impulses. We could spend ages assessing the mind's response to kind words, but ultimately, it's the configuration of our phenotypes that matters. One cannot possibly identify a subcortical disorder by means of a conversation. The direct stimulus of cells will always secure the path to success when dealing with an obvious alteration to the brain. Yet Evie's Baker insists on her holistic approach, which inevitably devolves into a waste of time. Our society is crumbling. Swift action is necessary. And in the case of this establishment, we're also spending valuable resources which are dwindling every day on her theories. Since I was hired at Hanwell Mental Institute, I've had the good fortune to work with various unique patients, investing a great deal of time in learning about their issues. Many of these are behavioral complications deeply rooted in their minds, without a clear solution. Miserable subjects exhibiting a debased attitude, who couldn't possibly fit in the world of civilized men. I find value in dedicating efforts to those without real hope, patients unable to produce a single neurotransmission that results in a meaningful stream of thought productive to society. But phony misfits who merely demand attention? The paranoid, the lonely, who mistakenly confuse the cacophony of modern life assaulting our senses each day with actual mental problems? Evie's Baker can fritter her hours away as much as she wants. My issue is the money involved. In the end, our existence is a biological accident. It's the glorious expression of our genetic material that confers meaning to our lives. And the only tried and proven way to deal with ailments of our bodies is via the practice of standard medicine. And thus, a shattered brain can only be fixed by physical means. Sorry, Hawthorne, but you're not right there. I can kind of see where you're coming from, but no, you kind of missed the mark. Right, well, there's a painting up here. Let's see. Oh boy, how depressing. Alright, we're going to back away. So, no other books take my fancy? Doesn't seem like it. Right, what we got down here at the desk? Okay. Wary as I am about recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments for the benefit of our research. It's true that the process of writing in a journal allows one to more efficiently collect thoughts and ideas, make sense out of them. However, I'll have to strengthen security measures. To begin with, I've asked the janitorial staff to refrain from cleaning my office. At first, we tried straightforward questions. What did they see? Could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? Chamber? Yet they seem to have no recollection of the encounter. Next, we followed with a set of more specific inquiries. What is the being inhabiting that chamber? Ooh. Does it look like an animal? Can you describe its shape? Did it move? Nothing worked. Their minds are completely blank, as if that moment was erased from their memories. However, there's no question that whatever happens inside that chamber provokes a severe reaction in them. The procedure is rudimentary, to say the least, but effective. We tie a rope around each patient's waist and push them inside, resisting the temptation to gaze beyond the threshold with all our might. It's hard to tell from our vantage point next to the doorway what transpires in the interior, but we don't sense any movement. Apparently, the patients remain still, or are paralyzed even. After a few minutes, we firmly pull the rope and haul them out. Bruises are inevitable as they hit the ground, but there's no better way of doing this. They don't react to any stimulation while in that chamber. Walter then uses the device to lock that strange door. He's far more knowledgeable than me on such esoteric matters. We believe what the patients experience is unbearable fear. Our initial guess that they were becoming paralyzed was correct after all. It's like they shut down in the presence of that blasphemous form before them. The human brain is such a marvelous organ. Even their deeply damaged minds react to protect them when they're in danger. As we drag them out of that ancient room, we can discern an expression of absolute dread on their faces. Insane or not, human emotions are still the same. Yet, they return to their old selves shortly afterward, as we drive them back upstairs. I now understand what we must do. The goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing the visual information. The theory is that if we were able to reproduce the conditions of the encounter, we should be able to recover details about it. Even if one patient's unable to describe it all, we could piece together a more accurate picture from multiple recollections. Our current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations in hopes of prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like some goon, but the promise of the knowledge and purpose concealed in that chamber is too powerful and supersedes my dignity. However, these methods aren't working. They react to pain, they cry and scream, but they don't do anything else. It's not true fear. We're not replicating the conditions well enough. This afternoon, I spoke with Ebersbaker about the regression she's observing in Group E. Of course, I had to play the fool, but her incessant babbling formed an idea in my mind. For instance, H has pyrophobia. The mere thought of fire, or talking about it, makes him tremble in fear. Ebersbaker recalled an instance during one of her therapy sessions in which a patient casually said something random about firefighters, and H instantly became agitated, tears rolling down his face. Following this revelation, I took him to the boiler room. The incandescent red glow from the incinerators, the shadows flickering on the walls, and the intense heat emanating from every corner in the room caused a wild reaction in him. I proceeded to question him about the encounter, and finally an actual detail emerged. He simply said, "Big." But it's not enough. More stimulation is required. Further efforts have involved more extreme measures. Simply placing the gas burner in front of him provoked a sense of shock, not unlike what we surmise occurs within the walls of that room. Poor soul. H can't grasp that an industrial incinerator is far more dangerous than a small laboratory burner, but who am I to judge his emotions? However, that state of fear wouldn't allow me to press on. He didn't respond to any of my inquiries, just kept silently staring at the flame, so I moved the burner closer to his chest. Leveraging their fears is indeed the key. We managed to obtain much more information from these new sessions than from all of our previous efforts. A picture is beginning to form. So JC, afraid of the dark, LH, brittle bones, RB, a sexual act, BL, denigration. Holy shit. What an arsehole! Right, I couldn't help but notice there's a key here. Is this the key to Hanwell's office? Yeah, if Lenny was right, then this was the key to the director's office, which was now in my power. Hey, okay. Is that missing reel? Very interesting. Okay, so what's this? Is that a microphone? Oh.
This is the next subject. Yes, we may proceed. Leave it to me. Hello, Leonard. Do you remember me, I'm Dr. Hawthorne.
What do you want?
Well, you may not remember this, but yesterday you went inside a place, a big room. We need to know what happened in there. What did you see?
I don't remember.
You need to make a big effort to remember, Lenny, or unpleasant things may happen.
There was a tunnel, but not ours. Things looked different. The smell, oh, such a bad smell. And then, no.
What happened next, Lenny?
At the end of the tunnel, I entered a room. Oh, my head was in pain. So much pain.
Describe that room for me.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to remember.
Describe that room. Now.
It's so large. The walls are strange, with shapes I've never seen, and there's a glow everywhere. And in the center,
What is at the center of the room?
Yeah.
no!
What did you see?
My head is pounding.
Think. Remember.
No.
Use that.
You must remember, Lenny, for our sakes.
Ooh.
What did you see in the room?
Ooh, shit. Are they breaking his bones?
I'll be off the recorder until he's ready to speak again.
Holy shit. Wow, they're just flat out torturing them to get what they want. Using them as guinea pigs to go into this chamber to confront this being, this eldritch thing which is causing them so much fear and pain and... yeah. Let's see, what else have we got around here? It seems like I can't open the drawers. No, we can't have a go at the desk. Alright. Well, we've got the key, we've got that reel. We might be done here, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Ah, more about the Institute. Okay. Confrontation in the psychiatric. No record of the venerable Hanwell Mental Institute would be complete without an account of Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, companion, trusted associate, and loyal confidant of Walter Hanwell. Dr. Hawthorne's abrupt addition to the staff at the esteemed mental hospital was not without its share of controversy. He was an inscrutable character who, to the astonishment of many, quickly joined the highest ranks of the personnel list, skipping over roles held by established and arguably more qualified colleagues in the process. Dr. Hawthorne's accomplishments in the field of mental health are, for a noteworthy physician, meagre at best. He rose to a certain level of public regard thanks to his imposing personality and stern countenance, rather than distinct achievements, as he had a formidable presence that allowed him to immediately command the attention of everyone in a room simply by entering it. His signature neat black suit, paired with his cold, guileful gaze, inspired equal measures of respect and fear in his peers. Rumours among those who are acquainted with the Institute's founder insinuate that Walter Hanwell's seemingly friendly, almost fatherly demeanour worked against him when it came to achieving his own ardent goals. It is speculated that this is the reason he chose to partner with Dr. Hawthorne, who soon proved to have more manipulative, ruthless ways of managing Hanwell Mental Institute. Over time, the grisly details of Dr. Hawthorne's practices began to surface. Many colleagues were horrified. Others, who knew him well, less so. Testimonies hold that Hawthorne often engaged in heated quarrels with other staff members at the Institute. Nurses who chose to remain anonymous claimed that medical instruments previously thought to be lost would appear scattered around his office. While it's not unusual for a physician to work with dangerous tools such as scissors and scalpels, it's far more common to find them mishandled in an unsterilized environment. Nonetheless, this particular form of misconduct in Dr. Hawthorne's career could not be confirmed, and was dismissed as malicious gossip from disgruntled employees. Dubious stories of patients secretly taken to his office late at night have not been verified either. Right. Did they hear that, though? If they heard that, they'd know they're on the right lines. Okay, there's the books on his desk here. Books on medicine and, unsurprisingly, psychiatry. Yes. What's out the window, apart from the pouring rain? The ocean still loomed outside, its hypnotic ebb and flow presaging further horrors that no doubt awaited me. I think there's a diploma under there somewhere? Yeah. One thing was certain. He had an impressive career in his field. Well, to some, maybe. Right. I do believe we're done here. So, right. What do I do? Where do I go? Do I go up to Hanwell's office, or do I have a look at that reel in the therapy room? I'm in two minds, honestly. Oh. Julie's gone again. Weird. I guess maybe she went home, right? It's very late. What was she working on down here? Mostly uninteresting doodles. Right, I see. No new additions since I was last here? I don't think so. No. Well, let's go straight back across the courtyard over here and then go to the therapy room. I am very, very curious about this reel. Do you think it's going to be about Bertrand again, or maybe someone else? Honestly, I'm wondering if I'm actually going to turn up in one of these things. Alright, through the laundry room. Over here. Don't suppose it matters which door, does it? Here we are then. Okay. Right, I've been looking for this for quite a while. I'm very curious. So. Let's see. No. Yes, there we are. Right, so. Let's see what this is. Oh! I was very curious about that. Damn. Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? The artifact? There might be something down there. We might need to go down there ourselves. Who was that was down there? Someone else who was tortured? You know, someone else who they were trying to get the most fear out of, perhaps? Jeez. Right. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be another Bertrand interview, but... man, that's even better. We could, I suppose, go down to the basement to check that out, but yeah, I've got the key to Hanwell's office, so let's go and try that first, shall we? It seems like we've got the majority of the exploration out of the way, so now we can actually kind of get on with the task at hand, you know? So... was it the one all the way at the very right here? Dr. Hanwell, here we are. Okay. Sounds like it worked. We can go in, alright. Oh wow, 2 AM already. Huh. Alright, well, I think I'm going to keep on playing, yeah. Here we are then. At last, I found myself at the heart of the Institute, the director's office. Was I going to find inside the answers I was desperately seeking? Maybe. Maybe. Right, what's this? An elegant urn, which hopefully didn't contain any sort of cremated remains. Wouldn't put it past this guy, to be honest. Striking paintings decorated the wall of this office. Right, can we get a little bit closer? This must be the man himself. Walter Hanwell, yeah. Something down there? The elegant fireplace was a neat match for the style of the room. Okay. Look at all of these. Jeez. Okay. Quite a big bookshelf over here. A tall ladder used for reaching the books in the upper shelves of this private library. The director seemed to keep his belongings neat and organized. There's a bust of someone up there. Yeah, a decoration made of marble crowned the shelf. Alright. Something here? I couldn't make out what these jars were filled with, or why they were in this office in the first place. There's a book down here. Oh, what's that? The Human Mind. Oh, I like the cover. Oh, are we not opening it? For once, we're actually not reading? Okay. Maybe something on the spine or the back? No? Huh. Seems like an odd detail, but you do get that occasionally in this game. So, I don't know, maybe I'll have to come back to this? Maybe when I have a reason to read it? A large collection of books, mostly focused on the topics of surgery and psychiatry. A little sort of seating area down here. A cozy coffee table decorated the corner of his office. That doesn't look like coffee though, does it? The director appeared to have an exceptional track record in his field. Yeah, a brilliant man by all accounts, but, man, a mean bastard when he wants to be. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the door. Let's go around to have a look at that desk, right? What about the filing cabinets here? All these drawers were shut tight. Nothing here for me. And I guess the same over there. Oh man. It may have been the painting of a renowned artist, but it felt like a sadistic act of torture. Okay. A little bit further. Here we are then. Can we sit down in the director's chair? No, we can't even play pretend. Okay, so there's something down here, and... okay, yeah, we've got the drawers as well. Let's deal with the drawers first, shall we? Okay. It seemed like a fine and expensive ink bottle. The director of the Institute seemed to like handwriting. Okay. Okay, it's number 3. The Vision of Walter Hanwell. The Hanwell Mental Institute was founded by Dr. Walter Hanwell, whose remarkable knowledge in the field of mental health care shaped the philosophy and forward-thinking nature of the establishment. As a young and promising general surgeon, he became fascinated with how mental illness worked, and firmly pursued his goal of understanding the intricacies of insanity. Dr. Hanwell actively encouraged colleagues and contemporaries in their studies of mental pathologies, earning him the reputation of benefactor of the insane. His strong legacy in the subject of psychology and medicine permeates every room in the Institute. Dr. Hanwell was also known for his open mind when it came to the application of experimental psychiatry, surgery, and more enigmatic forms of alternative medicine. One of Hanwell's greatest contributions to the field was the creation of the Strab, an ingenious contraption for probing brain tumours, which is discussed later in the article. While this wondrous machine showed promise, it was developed too late for its time. He invented the Strab just before the dawn of a new technological era, in which the proliferation of the far less intrusive MRI, used for the detection of brain tumours, pushed it all too quickly into obsolescence. Walter Hanwell's approach to mental health care was not without its share of controversy, however. He was known for adopting a mindset strongly focused on achieving fast results, disregarding established ethical standards in the process. One example of this was his blithe attitude towards conducting experiments on live animals, a practice already rejected among his peers. An anecdote in the annals of Hanwell Mental Institute history describes a shipment of foul-smelling rats transported to the premises for this gruesome purpose. In later years, Dr. Hanwell's interest shifted more towards holistic, perhaps even spiritual methods for uncovering the secrets of the mind. And I'm sure that's down to what they found in the tunnel, right? Okay. What about the top drawer here? Just a pen? A couple of pens? Yeah, okay. A bunch of pencils scattered in the drawer. Okay, what about this one in the center then? Or the two in the center, right? Let's see. Anything interesting? They look like ordinary annotations. And I guess we're going to take your word for it. Okay. Nothing? No? It doesn't even have like a false bottom or anything like that? No? No hidden button on the sides? Come on. Okay. Let's see. Old pens. For a moment I thought cigars, but no, just old pens. Alright. What have we got here? Okay. Right. Ambrose. I must hastily write this letter to you, as an unexpected turn of events may have hampered the long-awaited resolution of our work. The book you recommended did indeed provide the means to understanding those primordial arrangements. Ambrose, we unlocked it. What an extraordinary document. So precise. What seems to be inside, I can't elaborate further, and couldn't even if I tried my best, but I'm penning extensive notes for posterity. We must act quickly. There is a plan in motion, so to speak. It's far from the scholarly treatment this immeasurably overdue encounter deserves, but circumstances are acting against us. We need visual information that few human beings are able to provide. However, as you rightfully said yourself, Providence is on our side. He'll do something, I guess. What about the others? Right, okay. My esteemed colleague, I received news of your current line of research. What a remarkable find. To think you choose to erect the building in that particular spot. Without a doubt, the more I have guided your way. See if you can locate in your local library a copy of the Skolix Vellum, an ancient manuscript by an anonymous author which presents an alternate configuration of constellations, one deemed too profane by the would-be astronomers of his age. It's a fascinating read that you'll find of exceptional interest, and I believe it'll also assist you in making sense out of your fortuitous discovery. Yours respectfully, A.M. Okay. What about the others? Okay, we can't take a look at the envelope or that down there, but okay, alright. Very interesting, very interesting. The top drawer has a book. Okay, not the book they're referring to, not the old tome or anything like that, no, okay. So, what's this? Okay, I don't think I need it this time. We prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis had a few words with the security staff, playing the bad cop as usual and warning them about patients often going missing, while I returned them to their cells. Afterwards, as things went quiet, we grabbed a lantern each and scouted out the regions beyond the crevice. The smell was nearly unbearable as we traversed the tunnels. I could recognize the handiwork of our motley crew in carving out the walls, but suddenly the shape, or rather texture, of the tunnel began to change. It was still man-made, dare I say, but yet different. Clearly the result of more crude tools. The rocks had developed a shiny, slippery surface, massaged by the history of who knows how many countless centuries? Millennia? As we stepped forward, we noticed curious patterns on the stone walls and also objects such as pots, effigies, and other fragments scattered on the ground, which were covered by a layer of spongy moss. Somehow, a whole ecosystem had survived within these underground prehistoric walls. I pondered the deeper secrets that could be concealed within the bowels of this towering cliff. When I grabbed one of the items on the floor, my eyes were dazzled by a craftsmanship unlike anything I've seen in my life. Not even in specialized publications or museums. It felt strangely alien, with hints of human crafting, yet at the same time, it was not quite human. When I showed a weird sculpture to Ellis, he seemed more excited than I expected, and urged me to move forward. We resolved to move these fascinating objects to a location where we could properly research them. We both agreed that the third floor of the hospital... The third floor? Is that why we're not meant to go up to the third floor? Anyway, the third floor of the hospital currently in disuse would be a suitable spot. Needless to say, there was a mutual agreement to keep this find from the rest of the staff. The continued investigation of these newfound underground tunnels are far more important than the remodeling of the building. Ellis warned me about expenses and such, but I dismissed such mundane considerations. Words aren't enough to convey my excitement. My hands are shaking with adrenaline as I transcribe this account. What we found at the end of that tunnel, it is beyond our comprehension. An ultimate, glorious secret, right here beneath us. Ellis, impetuous as he is, motioned for us to go in, but I caught a glimpse of his presence, which was enough to paralyze my body and mind for what seemed like an eternity. Yet a fleeting moment must have passed as I grabbed Ellis's arm and ordered him to stop. We cannot go in. Our rational minds wouldn't be able to stand it. The same patients from Group E as before are the key to making progress. It's nothing short of a miracle that our financial woes prompted us to resort to using our own patients to conduct the work rather than a professional construction crew. The patients have no idea what we found, and even if they spoke out, who would believe them? Tunnels? Weird smells? Strange artifacts? An idea is forming in my head. I'm sure Ellis will agree. It turns out their fears are more useful than we thought. They've helped us come closer to the entity. I've no other words to describe him now. No rational mind can withstand his sight. After all, what do we know about reality? It's all merely electric impulses traversing our neurons. But if an alien being operates beyond the limits of our comprehension, those impulses would fry our brains. Unless our minds aren't operating correctly to begin with. They are indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly process with our sane minds. The fear they experience when they enter that chamber is evidently unbearable, according to their own testimonies, even worse than long-standing fears from their own past. Yet something sticks in their damaged brains. We're unable to recover that information unless we somehow reproduce the same emotional conditions as those the patients had upon entering the chamber. So far, we've been able to recover one piece of knowledge from each of them by stimulating them to experience their past fears using various methods. If we put everything together, then maybe... An unexpected turn of events. All patients presented to the entity have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they're all developing brain tumours. Why this is happening, we can only guess, but the evidence is unquestionable. Is it that even their damaged minds can't withstand the glorious sight of the being underneath? Or is there a deeper meaning behind this alteration in their physiognomies? We have no choice but to further investigate these tumours. Yet, we can't do it alone. The extracted tissues must be subject to standard procedures, and thus thoroughly analysed by our pathologists. For obvious reasons, the source and nature of the masses can't be disclosed. We can't just drop them on the tables either, as questions would be asked. It's a blessing as it is that the strab is working properly and leaves no scar, but we can't push our luck. Ebersbaker is growing suspicious. We toyed around with the idea of firing her, but that might draw attention that we can't afford right now. Ellis had the brilliant idea of stimulating tumour growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. It's another fortunate coincidence that they're genetically similar enough to humans. Soon they'll be studied, and we'll get the information we desperately need. Ellis will take note of the identification tag and watch the team closely. We established that for a tumour to manifest, one must remain in his presence for a certain period of time. Still, I asked Ellis to subject me to a brain biopsy after my fleeting glimpse of those unfathomable shapes during our first time in that tunnel, just to be sure I'm safe. Something isn't right. The patients, they're acting differently. It's difficult to pinpoint in what manner. They simply don't feel the same. Last night, H was found lost in the basement, and we didn't take him there. Also, L is known to experience absence seizures, but today I observed him in the yard, and he spent many hours just staring at the ground below him. They act as if... No, that can't be. Why would they? We must do something, and soon. Ebersbaker is bound to notice. I'll have Ellis recommend shock therapy in the case of L. We risk an uproar, but there's no other option. Holy shit. My worst fears had been confirmed. There was very possibly something wrong inside of me. Yet, if that was the case, was there any solution at my disposal? The first step was to confirm that the tumour was real. Which is why I can lay down on the bed and use the strab machine. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Is that what I should do? Okay. There's those samples in the museum as well. Maybe I should take another look at those. And the rats? Yeah, the rats in the lab. Oh! It's Rebecca again. Now we're seeing her around the fountain. Why do we keep seeing her? What is it about her? Or maybe, what's it about me that makes me see her? Very curious. Maybe I should take another look at the courtyard, you know? Like, maybe I should take a look at these areas that I've been seeing in my visions. Maybe I'm going to find something else. I don't know. Let's have a look at my notepad. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I need to retrieve whatever this item is in the basement, get a tissue sample of the tumor, and perform a fucking biopsy. Oh, goddamn. Okay. A few more topics as well. Jeez. Okay, right. Since we're here, I'm just going to check. Can we go up to the 3rd floor? No, we can't. Shit. Alright, well, maybe I'm going to bump into Lenny? I feel like we need to talk about this. I know he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to remember, and to be honest, I don't blame him, but I think it's the only way we're going to make some progress. Right, that's the morgue. Oh, Dr. Miller's gone. Huh. Okay, I was hoping I could speak to him, to be honest. Right. We might need to go over there at some point, but right now what I want to do is actually head back down to the library. Right? I want to have another look at that book about about how to use this machine, because clearly I'm going to have to use this machine. To be honest, I think I've got it mostly set up already, but is it just as simple as laying down and pressing a button? Let's see. Let's go all the way through. All the way through the games room. Through here. Through the left door this time. Okay. Right, now where was it? Pathology? Neurology, surely. Over here somewhere? Was it this? Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to read this all again. I'm just going to go to the very end. Here we go. So we get examples of various things. Right, that one at the bottom. A biopsy of unidentified brain tumor. Rat cerebellum tissue. Okay. There's a weird sort of parasite-looking thing in a light blue. Is that what I'm looking for? Right. Shit. Okay. Well, I guess now I know what I'm looking for. I don't think there's anything new here. I was wondering if there was going to be after seeing that vision, but no, I don't see any other new prompts or anything like that, you know? This isn't unlocked, is it? No. Okay, never mind. I thought that would just be a good idea to recheck the area. Anyway, yeah, oh my god, we're going back up to the 2nd floor, I suppose. We're gonna go stick a needle through our eye. Or, right next to our eye. I've got to be careful I don't actually give myself a lobotomy. That is not the ending to the game that I want. Okay, so yeah, all the way down here. Which operating room was it? A? B? Okay. Let's see then. Right, it might be in here. Yeah, this is the one. Good lord. Yeah, okay. Let's go around here. Let's just check the machinery. Everything's on. That's wound all the way up to 11, let's say. So, we're gonna sit down. And we're gonna press this button, I think. Oh god, it's working. Oh shit. Oh man. I didn't configure this, really. I just turned the button and I twisted a dial and... oh god. Oh! Whoa. the hell did I just see there? Or have a vision of? Maybe the chamber? Right. That probably hurt a fuck ton. Okay, well, I've done the biopsy, so get me off the fucking table. Holy shit. Right, so... let's see. Done. Yes. Wait. So, where are the results, exactly? Oh, wait, there's that machinery at the back, right? Up there, that giant needle that just went straight next to my eye. Over here? Here we are. Ah, look at that. After the biopsy, the compartment on the back of the machine was filled with plasma. My own. Okay, we've got to use something. Probably not the keys. Maybe the syringe. The syringe was now holding a somewhat sticky fluid with a red tinge. I was repulsed to realize that this had come from inside my head. Right. There is a microscope here, isn't there? No, wait, we're going to need something on this, aren't we? Okay, hold on. I think right now I want to go back to the museum. Yeah. Although there were a load of jars that I could interact with, right? I don't really know which ones I'm going for. Right, okay, hold on. Okay, before we go there, maybe we should actually just check out the lab again? Dr. Miller might not be here, but the rat is, right? The rats that they apparently tested? Here we are. Okay. What could I use? No, not directly anyway. No, that's got my plasma in it. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to have to do the biopsy twice. And no, I don't think this is going to work, is it? No, this item wouldn't help me open the cage. What about the... Right. Didn't this mention that it was made of copper? Oh! I thought we were going to melt the cage! Not the fucking rat! Oh god, okay, well... Hopefully that hasn't, like, ruined the sample. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can't seem to interact with this anymore. What the fuck? And the others? I don't get a better look. There's no other rats. Why the hell did I do that? Is that a... Oh, wait. Wait. Is that a hole? Oh, that's why there's this gap over here. Right, what's this? TPT-091. There's a metal tag next to the rat with some kind of label on it. Right. That's actually the stuff that I see in the museum. I think 091 was one of them. Wasn't it? Right, so we can't take any of the melted rat, but TPT-091. Okay, we actually might be onto something here. Now let's go visit the museum. Okay. So, not that one, that's the morgue. The museum's coming up. Here we are. Right, so where was it? I think it was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Here we go. There it is. TPT-091. Whatever that meant. Well, I guess it's going to be the same thing that the rat had. So, wait. The tweezers? Okay, I picked up the tweezers with care. Let's use the tweezers. Or... well, I want to use this somewhere, don't I? Down here? Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so let's go get those tweezers. Yep. Now we have a reason to. I carefully took the tissue sample and placed it over there. Nice. Okay. I took back the slide with the tumor sample. Right. Okay. Let's get out of the museum. Okay, yeah, of course. I'm going to leave the tweezers in the exhibit. Don't need them anymore. We need to go back to that operating room. We need to go and find... another vision. And again, it's Rebecca. Oh boy. Oh. Eee. Punching her stomach. I Maybe trying to sort of give herself an abortion or miscarriage? Jeez, I don't know. Tragic, really, isn't it? But what's the significance of it? Why do we keep seeing her? And I think we keep seeing her in places that we might not have actually seen her. Like, it might not necessarily be a memory, you know? I don't know if I was there witnessing that at the time. Anyway. Here we are then, operating room A. The microscope is going to be on the left. Yeah. Okay. So, here we are. Yep. Let's take a look. So, we know what we're looking for, based on the images that I saw in the book. And that's it. That's it, okay. So the rat had the brain tumor, it seems. Okay. So... do I just use the syringe right here, on the same slide? Wouldn't that contaminate it? Oh no, okay, yeah, one's on the left, one's on the right. Fair enough, yep. With much care, I placed a drop of the sample. Right, cool. Let's try this again. Okay, so, you know, we're starting with the rat. We know this much. Okay, so here's my plasma, and it's got the same damn thing. So I have a brain tumor. I think everyone in Group E has a brain tumor. Holy shit. Oh. I don't think I'm taking it too well. Oh boy. Jeez. So presumably I was brought into that chamber. I saw this thing. And I guess I've just like pushed it out of my memory. I couldn't believe it. I had confirmed what I feared the most. Nested deep inside my brain was an unexplainable tumor. The source of my visions and possibly the end of my sanity. Awesome. Okay. So what do we do next? What do we do next? Retrieve the item in the basement? Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, it seems like that is where we're gonna go next. We need to find this artifact, right? Oh. Whoa, what's this? Whoa! What? Okay! 3 AM! Holy shit, Rebecca. I guess she dealt with her little issue. Jeez Louise, though, right? Okay. So, yeah, here we are. I have been playing for quite a long time now, and we have just progressed to 3 AM, so perhaps this is where I should say thank you very much for watching Part 5 of ASYLUM. In Part 6, it seems like we're going to head down to the basement again. Maybe to open up that tunnel? We've got to do that at some point, right? We've got to go down the tunnel, we've got to see this chamber, we've got to see this thing, this entity. Maybe that's going to happen next time. Keep the likes and the comments coming, and I'll see you then. I haven't seen Bruno for quite a long time now. Maybe he's just gone home, you know? Maybe he's just quit. Could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? Chamber? Holy shit. What an asshole!
What did you see in the room?
Ooh, shit. Are they breaking his bones? Oh, are we not opening it? For once, we're actually not reading? Here we are then. Can we sit down in the director's chair? No, we can't even play pretend. No? It doesn't even have like a false bottom or anything like that? No? No hidden button on the sides? Come on. Providence is on our side. We both agreed that the 3rd floor of the hospital... The 3rd floor. Is that why we're not meant to go up to the 3rd floor? I've got to be careful I don't actually give myself a lobotomy. That is not the ending to the game that I want. And we're gonna press this button, I think. Oh god, it's working. Oh shit. Didn't this mention that it was made of copper? Oh! Okay, so here's my plasma, and it's got the same damn thing. I think everyone in Group E has a brain tumor. Holy shit. Oop. I don't think I'm taking it too well. Whoa! What?